My friends, listen up. Life is not always going to make sense. There are times when you feel alone, times when everything around you seems to be falling apart. And you think, why is this happening to me? You're thinking, I'm working hard. I've got faith. Why am I being left out here to struggle? Why do I feel like I'm being isolated? But let me tell you something important. Isolation is not punishment. It's preparation. You see, before God blesses you with the abundance that you're asking for, He has to build something stronger in you. He has to refine you, sharpen you, and get you ready to handle the greatness that's about to come. Because you can't just receive blessings if you're not prepared for them. Do you understand that? Blessings require strength. They require wisdom. They require you to be grounded. In this process of isolation, it's God's way of working on you. Think about this: a seed can't grow into a mighty tree if it's surrounded by weeds, distractions, and negative energy. It needs space. It needs time to grow. So to you, this isolation is your moment to reflect. It's your moment to get clear about what you truly want. It's your moment to grow into the person who deserves the blessing. When God isolates you, it's not because He wants to punish you. No, it's because He sees something in you that you don't even see in yourself yet. He sees your potential, your power, your greatness. He knows that you need to shed the distractions and the things that are holding you back. Isolation is where your true self emerges. It's in the solitude that you tap into your inner strength. It's in the quiet, the moments where nobody's looking, where you discover your true purpose. When you're alone, that's when you come face to face with your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, and you realize that you are the answer. That's when the magic happens. And when the time is right, and you've done the work, and you've found your strength, the blessing will come. It will flow into your life like a river, bigger and more beautiful than anything you imagined. Why? Because now you're ready. Now you're a person who can carry it. So I want you to remember, don't resent the isolation. Don't see it as rejection. See it as the process of growth. See it as the divine work being done on the inside so you can walk into your blessings with the strength and wisdom to keep them. Your blessing is on the other side of this, my friend. So embrace the isolation. Embrace the silence. It's not a setback. It's your setup for something greater. You are being prepared for greatness. Stay strong. Stay focused. And when it's time, the world will see who you truly are. Let's go. The power of your isolation. You see, when you're isolated, it's easy to feel like the world is against you. But let me tell you something, the world is not against you. The world is setting you up for victory. The universe, God, whatever you want to call it, it's molding you. It's putting you through the fire so that you can come out stronger than ever before. You've got to stop questioning why you're alone in this moment and start asking, what am I being prepared for? Because here's the truth, your greatest breakthrough will come from the battles you're facing now. And no, it doesn't feel good. No, it's not easy. But if you can endure, if you can push through, that's where the blessing is born. Think about all the great leaders, the trailblazers, the people who have changed the world. Do you think they got there without being isolated? Do you think they didn't face moments of doubt, fear, and loneliness? They did. But they didn't let it break them. They used it. They channeled it. They grew in the silence. And when the world finally saw them, they were unshakable. This moment of isolation is where you build your identity. It's where you decide who you are going to be. Are you going to be the person who succumbs to fear and doubt, or are you going to be the person who rises, who takes control of their destiny, who comes out of this isolation and says, I am ready. I am unstoppable. I am here for my blessing. Because the blessing is coming, and it's coming big, but it's coming only to those who can handle it. Can you handle it? Because I know you can. God knows you can. And guess what? There's one more thing. This isolation is temporary. I don't care how long you've been in this season. I don't care how hard it's been. This is not your forever. This is the storm before the rainbow. This is the night before the dawn. And when the dawn breaks, you're going to look back on this moment and you're going to say, I needed that. I needed that. I needed that time alone to strengthen me. I needed that time to build my belief, to sharpen my focus, to clear my vision. Don't fight the process. Trust the process. Trust that God is preparing you for something beyond your wildest dreams. Trust that He's making you the person who can walk into your future with strength, grace, and power because you are being shaped for something great. So stand tall in your isolation because this is the foundation. This is where you lay the groundwork for the blessings that are coming. And when it's time, when you've done the work, when you've transformed yourself, watch out, world. You won't just receive blessings. You will command them. Stay committed to the process. Your blessing is on its way. Let's go get it. Embrace the pain. Embrace the power. Now, I want you to think about something for a second. Every challenge you face, every moment of isolation, every painful experience you've endured, it's shaping you into something unstoppable. And I know it feels tough. I know it feels lonely. But here's the secret: pain is a gift. It's hard to see it that way when you're in the thick of it. But pain forces you to grow, forces you to stretch beyond your comfort zone. And I'm here to tell you that comfort never leads to greatness. Comfort is the enemy of progress. It's the challenge, the struggle, the hard moments that create the breakthrough. You see, God is giving you the strength you need for your future by isolating you now. He's saying, I need you to face your demons. I need you to conquer your inner battles, because when you step into your blessing, you have to be ready to own it. You have to be prepared to hold it. So what do you do when the storms hit? What do you do when the isolation seems unbearable? You keep moving forward. You take one step at a time. You remind yourself every day that this struggle is not your identity. You are not the struggle. You are the warrior becoming stronger through it. The blessings you're waiting for aren't meant to be handed to you. They are earned, and right now you're earning them. You're becoming the person who is capable of achieving everything you've dreamed of. Because blessings aren't just about what you get. They're about who you become. And let me tell you something, when God does bless you, when that moment comes, it won't just be a small blessing, it will be massive. It will be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. But it's not a gift that's handed to someone who hasn't earned it. It's a gift bestowed upon someone who's willing to fight, who's willing to endure the pain, who's willing to trust that there's a higher purpose. And when you stand tall after all the hard work, after all the sacrifice, you'll know you've earned it. And that is the beauty of the blessing. It's not just what you get. It's who you become in the process. So don't just endure the isolation, embrace it. Look at it as the forge where your character is being shaped. Your pain is the fuel for your power. And that power will propel you to your next level. You are the hero of your own story, and hero of your own story, and heroes are made in the toughest of times. When you come out of this season, you're going to look back and you'll be amazed at how far you've come. The very thing that seemed like a curse is now your greatest strength. Trust the process. Trust the isolation. Trust the pain. Because it's all leading you to your moment. It's all leading you to your destiny. You are ready. Let's go get it. You are being prepared for a legacy. Listen, my friend, greatness doesn't come overnight. The person you are becoming, the person who is about to step into a world of blessing, is not the person you are today. No, you are evolving. You are being crafted into a force that will not only change your life, but change the lives of those around you. You are being prepared for a legacy. And let me tell you, legacies are not built by people who take the easy road. Legacies are built by people who face adversity head on, by people who rise when the world knocks them down. So if you're going through it right now, if you're feeling isolated, if you're facing challenges that make you question everything, I want you to know this: you are being shaped for something far bigger than yourself. Do you understand that? The pain you're going through, the loneliness you're experiencing, it's not just for you, it's for the world you are about to impact. Your story is going to inspire millions. Your victory is going to change the lives of people you've never even met. But you can't get there without going through this refining process first. I want you to embrace your discomfort. You are in a moment of transformation. This isn't just isolation, this is your incubation period. You're like a seed buried in the dirt. You don't see it, but you're sprouting roots, you're growing. And one day soon, you'll break through the surface and you will stand taller than you ever thought possible. But before that can happen, you have to trust. You have to trust that this process is leading you to something extraordinary, that every moment of isolation, every tear, every doubt is part of God's perfect plan for you. The universe is rearranging itself so that you can walk into your destiny with your head held high. And I need you to stop right now and ask yourself, who do you need to become to handle your blessings? Because the blessing is coming. It's coming for you. But first, you need to be the person who can manage it. You need to be the person who has the wisdom, the strength, the patience to not only receive the blessing, but to multiply it. God is preparing you for more than you've ever dreamed. He's isolating you to focus on the work, to focus on developing your skills, your mind, your heart. Because when you step into your greatness, when you walk into that blessing, you'll need all of it. You'll need the strength to handle the success, the wisdom to stay grounded, the humility to keep pushing forward, and the courage to lead others. You can't skip the process. You can't rush through the isolation, because if you don't grow now, you won't be able to handle the magnitude of what's coming next. So what do you do when you're in the fire? You keep going. You keep your eyes on the bigger picture. You keep feeding your soul with positivity, with the belief that this is part of the journey. You keep working on yourself day by day, knowing that each step you take is another step closer to the life that you've been praying for. This moment of isolation is a gift in disguise. It's your time to get stronger, to grow your capacity, to build your belief. It's your time to evolve into the person you need to be to carry your success with grace and power. The universe isn't testing you, it's training you. It's giving you the lessons, the tools, the strength, and the insight you need to be unstoppable. So let go of the fear. Let go of the doubt. You are exactly where you need to be right now. The blessing is coming, and you're ready to receive it. Let's make this happen. Let's take this isolation and turn it into the fuel that will catapult us to the next level. Your time is now. Let's go. The breakthrough is closer than you think. You see, the breakthrough you've been waiting for, the one you've been dreaming about, praying for, it's closer than you think. But here's the truth that most people won't tell you. You have to get through the fire before you can wear the crown. Right now, it may feel like you're stuck in a season of struggle, but what if I told you that this moment is not your final destination? This is the bridge to your destiny. And every step, no matter how hard it feels, is moving you closer to your breakthrough. You've got to look at this season through a new lens. This is not the end. This is the process of becoming the best version of yourself. God is pulling you through the tough stuff because he's preparing you to handle something extraordinary. And when you come out of this, when you come through this process, you'll be unshakable. But listen, the blessing is not just about what you receive. It's about who you become. It's about the strength, the wisdom, the courage you'll carry with you, not just in your own life, but to those around you. You are becoming the kind of person who inspires others to rise, to believe, to achieve. So what do you do when you're in the fire? You keep showing up even when you don't feel like it, even when the pain seems unbearable. You keep showing up because you know the person you're becoming is worth every bit of the struggle. And here's the key: you will not be the same person who entered this process. You will be more powerful. You will be stronger. You will have a depth to your character that others can't ignore. You will have the clarity of purpose that makes every step you take unstoppable. Do you feel it? Do you feel that shift happening inside you? That's the power of transformation. It's happening in real time, even when you can't see it. It's happening when you're doing the work, when you're pushing through, when you're staying true to the path, even when no one is watching. This isolation, this time alone, away from the noise and the distractions, that's creating a warrior inside of you. A warrior who will rise not just for your own success, but to help lift up those around you. You are becoming a beacon of light for the world. And that, my friend, is why this process is so necessary. So here's the question: are you going to stay the course? Are you going to keep fighting, keep pushing, keep believing, even when it feels like the odds are stacked against you? Because if you do, your breakthrough will come. You will step into a season of abundance and blessing like never before. But you have to stay committed to the process. Don't quit now. Don't give up when the breakthrough is so close. You are more powerful than you know. You are stronger than you think. Keep going. You are being prepared for greatness. And when your blessing comes, when you walk into that moment, that opportunity, that success, you will not only say, I made it, you will say, I earned it. I became the person I needed to be to hold this. I became unshakable. The breakthrough is coming, and you, my friend, are ready for it. You are building the future you deserve. Listen closely, you are not wasting time in this season. Every moment of isolation, every setback, every moment of struggle is part of a much bigger picture. You are building the future you deserve. But you have to understand this: the future doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who work, who grow, and who transform in the process. You're in a season of preparation. It may feel like it's taking forever, but let me remind you, the bigger the dream, the longer the preparation. You're not being held back, you are being prepared. Your dreams are too big, too important to be handed to you without you becoming the person capable of receiving them. Think about it. Would you be able to handle the success you're asking for if it came too soon? Would you have the character, the stamina, the wisdom to keep it? Would you have the mindset to keep climbing? No, not yet. But that's why this season is so powerful. This is the time when God is molding you into the person who is capable of living that dream. This is the time when every decision you make, every step you take, is bringing you closer to the person who will own their success. You're learning to trust yourself. You're learning to believe in your own power. And when you finally step into your blessing, you will look back at the struggle and say, I needed to face that fear, that loneliness, that challenge, because it shaped me. It built the resilience I needed to succeed. So don't wish for it to be easier, wish for more strength. Don't wish for the isolation to end, wish for the wisdom to grow through it. And here's the big secret: it's the challenges that are making you unstoppable. It's the struggles that are giving you the fortitude, the fire, the vision. So when you face your future, you'll face it with a level of confidence that no one can shake, because you'll know what you've been through to get there. You'll know that no mountain is too high for you to climb, no obstacle too big for you to overcome. Right now, you're in the process of becoming the person who will achieve the impossible. You are being prepared for a future that most people won't even be able to imagine. And when you look back from the mountaintop, you'll realize the climb was worth it. So keep going. Keep building. Keep trusting the process. The future you've been dreaming about is being built right now in this moment. The best is yet to come. And you're not just waiting for it, you're becoming the person who deserves it. The journey is your power. Here's the truth, the journey is where your power lies. It's easy to get caught up in the destination, to look at the blessings you want and feel frustrated by how far away they seem. But you have to realize that the journey is not just a path you walk, it is your training ground. It is where you learn your true power. Every day, every challenge, every moment of feeling lost or uncertain is a lesson in disguise. God is preparing you. He's showing you the strength you didn't know you had. He's teaching you to trust yourself when you can't see the road ahead. He's helping you develop the mindset of someone who is capable of handling whatever comes their way. The destination is amazing, but it's the journey that is going to make you unstoppable. It's the lessons you learn now that will carry you to heights you've never imagined. When you're isolated, when you feel alone, when you think no one sees your struggle, remember you are in the process of becoming someone remarkable. You are learning how to endure, how to trust, how to fight for what's yours. And that is something that can't be taken away from you. And here's the thing, your growth isn't just for you. Your success, your breakthrough, your blessings are not just for your own benefit. They are meant to be shared. Your journey will inspire others. Your transformation will show others what's possible. You are becoming a living testament to the power of persistence, the power of faith, the power of belief. So every time you face a challenge, don't just see it as an obstacle, see it as an opportunity to grow. Every setback is an opportunity to learn. Every roadblock is an opportunity to get better. Every moment of doubt is an opportunity to prove that you are stronger than anything life can throw at you. And here's the key, your dreams will not come to you without a fight, but you are ready for that fight. God is making sure of it. You are becoming the kind of person who doesn't back down, who doesn't quit, who doesn't let anything stop them from reaching their destiny. Your moment is coming. And when it does, you'll step into it as someone who has earned every ounce of success. You'll walk into your blessing and realize you were made for this. So when it feels tough, when you feel like giving up, when you feel like you've been fighting alone, remember this, the journey is where you find your power. The struggle is your strength. The isolation is your preparation. And when the blessing finally comes, you'll be more than ready for it. You will own it.